we stand on today are traditional Indigenous lands, and over time, these ancestral lands have included the Wendat, the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Mississaugas of the Credit. The territory that we now call Toronto is subject to the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, which is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee peoples that bound them to share this territory and protect the land. This agreement has been extended over the years to include subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers, which includes all of us, in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. The fact that some of the worst perpetrators of land destruction and unpeaceful relationships call this place home truly demonstrates how far from reconciliation and decolonization we really are. Colonization is not a thing of the past. It continues in many ways to this day, including through the Canadian mining industry. And so I'll pass it over to Eve now to do a little more introduction.
Yes, thank you so much, Morgan. I always try to encourage the settler allies to do the land acknowledgement, because it's really, you know, the settlers, the allies that should really understand that and why we do that. If you get an Indigenous person to do that, it's just like almost like a little bit of a slap in the face to us, right? And so, you know, don't pressure Indigenous people to do your land acknowledgements, because it's just something that settler allies should know and should do. And also, with that, there should be action with these land acknowledgements. We are still under colonization. We are still under genocidal forces. Shame! Shame! And right now, we need to stand with Indigenous people, Indigenous land defenders, because it is our lands that these industry, that government, industry, banks that are trying to steal and destroy. Shame! Shame! So I'd just like to say Chimigwech to all of the other Indigenous kin that are here with us today and that come and live on these lands. So I'd just like to give my love and thanks to the people, the Indigenous people, and all the Indigenous people across the world that are standing up and fighting for their lands. And also to acknowledge the Mother Earth and the beautiful sun and the air that we breathe and the water that we drink. This is why we are doing this, because as each year goes on, it gets fewer and fewer. The water is getting poisoned each year. And the lands are getting destroyed. We can't harvest our medicines, or the animals that depend on the lands are getting sick. So it is our duty. It is our duty to stand up and protect the earth. Woo! So thank you all for coming here and joining us year after year as we come and confront these fucking mining companies that go and destroy our lands. Shame! Okay, so I just want to remind folks, the settler allies, the allies, to continue to do that good work and stand with Indigenous people. Chimigwech. Woo!